seafood. I am dressed in ocean or Mediterranean blue to talk to you about one of my favorite companies, Great Gourmet out of Maryland. This is item 7938812. 4-ounce Maryland seafood cakes. Let me warn you out of the gate that these sell out almost every time we're on the air, especially last time. A beloved company on QVC, a great American story, started by my friend Kim, much like my husband and I, caterers who made great crab cakes for a wedding. And she noticed that people were sticking them in their handbags and walking out. And somebody said, these are so good. You really should do this full time and take them on QVC. And here we are, and everybody loves them. But today you're getting 12 4-ounce Maryland seafood cakes. That is 3 pounds of our famous seafood cakes. Now, what makes them so famous, you say to yourself? Well, as everything that Kim does, they are loaded with seafood. I'm going to try to do this. Bear with me. Here we go. There it is. Loaded with seafood, but not just any seafood. 6 kinds of your favorite seafoods. A couple of them, crab and lobster in particular, are getting very difficult to find. So if Kim's got it, if it is fresh, if it is delicious, she has loaded it into one of her special recipes. So I like to say the big word here is loaded. When you go to a seafood restaurant and you order seafood, what you want from your SEA food is to SEE it. You want to see the seafood. And these are no exception. She has loaded them up with Jonah claw crab, scallop, jumbo lump crab, shrimp, lobster, and cod, all in one cake come together. So when you get them home, they've been handmade, they've been hand pattied, and they will arrive to you in beautiful condition on dry ice in 2 great freezer bags that protects them and keeps them safe. Pop them into the freezer. You got a whole year to think about it with the holidays coming and wanting to have that wow factor there. We know that you're going to want to make them. So look at this. When you take these out of the package and when you fix them, I'm going to say what we always do. The best and easiest way to do this is to put them on a cookie sheet from frozen, 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. Remember, because these are all loaded up, they've got lots of components, you want them to stay together. When you do it that way, your crab cakes stay nice and moist. You really don't want to overcook these. Gentle is the word. I like the 350 degrees. I say check them at about 25 minutes. If you want them a little crispier on the top, butter. If you want them a little softer on the top, a little bit of mayonnaise on here. But imagine, let me show you this. Carrying these out to your table. These are hot out of my oven. And look at the loading of these. You can see the lobster, the Jonah claw crab, the scallops, the shrimp, the cod in there. And I want to tell you a little bit about each component as we go along. But think of the versatility of this. Think about when you go to, there it is in the bags. And I love these bags. These bags really protect the integrity of the crab cakes when you put them into the freezer, and they'll arrive to you perfectly. But here's what I want you to think about. So you go to a restaurant with your family. Maybe you had the chance to go down to the beach in the summer. I know on the East Coast, our seafood here is fresh and delicious and succulent and spectacular. So you go and you're looking at the menu and you're like, okay, what do I want? Do I want crab claws? Yep. Do I want scallops? Okay. Do I want a little bit of cod? Maybe. Do I want some lobster? Yes. And my point is 6 different things that you want into one crab cake. Think about, and I'll tell you about my husband and I, because we just went to the beach not too long ago. How much? We've got $99.98 here for 12 crab cakes. Oh my, that's about $8.30. Actually, for seafood cakes. A lot of crab in there for seafood cakes. $8.33 a piece for seafood cakes. We didn't get out of the restaurant for under $125 for a couple of crab cakes, maybe a little bit of steak on there. But just think of your family sitting down at the table for the holiday season. These are perfect as center of the plate. Pop it on the center of the plate. Maybe you serve it with a great green side salad. Look at the sizes of the pieces of shrimp and lobster and scallops on the things in here. So look, you've got maybe you do a little bit of Kansas City or Rastelli filet on here. You do our seafood cakes on here, and you finish it off simply with a little bit of asparagus. Or how about this? You want to go a little bit lighter, center of the plate, a little bit of fresh seaweed salad, maybe a little bit of a pepper salad with some sesame in it. Love that. Or center of the plate with just a nice vegetable for the holiday season. Love going surf and turf with maybe some extra special potatoes. I am especially fond of that sandwich. A nice big seafood sandwich on maybe a brioche bun with some waffle fries on the side is a beautiful idea. You are getting 12 of these, 12 for $99.98. So think about it, $8.33 a piece to bring these home now while you can get seafood. I can't emphasize enough, if you watch QVC, you will note that some of our seafood items are getting a little scant as of late, and these have sold out just about every time they have been on air. So let's go through what you're going to be tasting in here. You've got Jonah claw crab. It's sweet, like a Pacific Dungeness. It's firm yet delicate. Okay, that's one. Scallop, also known as the candy of the sea. Mild, sweet, tender, buttery, sometimes a little bit nutty. Add to that jumbo lump, prized for its delicate, sweet taste. You've got shrimp. Everybody loves shrimp. It's sweet, it's creamy. Lobster, come on, who doesn't know what lobster is? And then cod, a mild, slightly sweet, delicate, flaky fish, all come together in one seafood cake. Seafood that you can see from a company who really takes great pride in making sure, my friend Kim Scott, that when she is going to offer QVC, something from the Great Gourmet, that she is getting the best of the best, just like any upscale restaurant that you want. So she's going to be getting the freshest lobster, the freshest scallops, and the freshest crab, and the shrimp come together. These are all handmade, hand pattied. They are packaged with care and love in a great freezer bag. You get 6 in each one. And these are nice, big 4-ounce sizes. When you get them home in dry ice, pop them into the freezer, and you've got a year to go. 350 degrees on a cookie sheet. I like to do it from frozen. You can thaw them out because there's so much stuff in there. You just want to do a nice, gentle oven. Look at these. 350 degrees is a really great temperature. Put them on. I put a little bit of parchment paper underneath it, put them in for about 25 to 30 minutes. You do not want to overcook them. You want to be ready to put these hot on your plate, and they're ready to go. With the holiday season coming and so many of us getting together and really celebrating the friends, celebrating the family, but also wanting to celebrate yourself a little bit. Maybe if you cook, great. Maybe if you don't cook, even better, because they're so easy to make. This is item 79388. It's from the Great Gourmet, a Maryland company, owned and run and head chef by a true Maryland girl who just knows how to take seafood and turn it into scrumptiousness. Loaded with 6 different kinds of seafood. It has sold out almost every single time it has been on air, and why not? They're delicious and everybody loves them. So grab them now, order your seafood for the holidays. But coming up next, speaking of buttercream, oh, do I love buttercream frosting. Mary can tell some stories about me wanting that spoon back in the day. Hello,
I could. Hi, Marie. How are you? Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be